Welcome back to Spitballin Cards. In today's episode, we're talking about imagery and how you can find what moments a specific image is from. We're also going to be discussing what sets actually matter. People ask that all the time. What set should I collect? We're going to tell you what we think. And if we have time, we're going to discuss Tom Brady if we have the time. All right. In today's episode, we have me, Scott from Scotty B Cards, Ty, aka Teapot from Market Movers, and we have Chris from Blabbin About Slabbin. We miss you, Jeff, Lance, and Phil. Phil, get better. Jeff, I hope you make it big time in Hollywood. And Lance, love you, dude. Okay, let's jump into this. So very first topic. Lately, I have evolved as a collector, whether good or bad, you guys can tell me. I think you both have had some sway in this evolution. So thanks, I guess. But I've really been caring more about imagery. And I think this also stems from my random love for collecting Billy Butler cards. And for those that don't know me that well, you might be wondering, why do you collect a random player from the 2000s to 2010s who was never, he's an all-star. He had an all-star appearance in a Silver Slugger, but he was never even close to a Hall of Fame player, right? Why do you do that? And it's because he's a family friend of ours. Growing up, he married my sister's best friend in Idaho Falls, and he played for the Chuckers. And he's what got me into baseball. And so without him, I wouldn't even care about baseball cards. I'd be all basketball like I used to be. And so I think Billy's great. And because of that, I collect his cards to make the hobby interesting because it's cheaper. But one thing I've resorted to is because there's no more Billy Butler cards being produced, he's not even in archives or things like that. I have been going back and identifying moments from the images of cards to find cool moments that he did. And that helps me want that card. So he might have had a walk-off home run. He might have had an RBI double. And that's what I've been doing, not just for Billy Butler. I've been doing the same thing for Paul Goldschmidt. I've been doing the same thing for Mike Trout, and it's been a great time. So I want to hear both of your thoughts on that, Ty and Chris, and then I'm going to share my screen and show you how you can do the exact same thing I've been doing in the past. So, Ty, what's your thoughts on imagery?
On imagery, it's of the utmost importance. I did an entire video. I created this super dorky spreadsheet with a rating system for cards so that I can put cards into it and sort of think through it. How much do I like this card? Rank my own cards. And imagery, you could kind of do a custom weighting. And I definitely have imagery up there, like the photo, just as much as the design of the card. And higher than the grade, higher than, honestly, higher than the rarity even of the card. I want the image to look nice. And one of the things I love about Topps is that their images tend to be really good. It's one of it's probably my single biggest critique of Panini is that their images are not good. And Topps images are good going all the way back into the 90s when I started collecting, and they were good for basketball just like they were for baseball.
Yeah, they were.
So I'm huge on imagery. I think, when you have a sports card, you collect it because for a whole bunch of reasons, but really a sports card captures a moment. It should capture a moment. It shouldn't just be some random picture of a dude doing something that doesn't even look like the sport he's related to, or something he never does in the sport. And I think Topps really nails it with the photos. One of the reasons I really like image variations in particular is because it feels a little more pure than getting, say, a parallel. And I love parallels, but when you get an image variation, it's like you're getting something, obviously short printed, super short printed, more rare, that feels closer to the base checklist to me, almost like a little secret. And there's something to the fact that Topps has just had those little mini codes that you borderline need a magnifying glass to read. On the one hand, I think that's kind of dumb. On the other hand, I've always liked it. It's like, oh, maybe there's something in here that nobody knows about. So I love images. I love great images and base sets. I love great images and parallels, and I especially love image variations.
Okay, Chris, what's your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Images absolutely matter. And we hear people complaining about them all the time, or at least I hear the echoes of my complaints bouncing back off the wall.
That's what I was going to say. The only person I hear complaining is you, but for good reason.
Yeah, right?
Good reason.
Images are good. People do care. And I'll give you two quick examples. In 2018 update, Ohtani and Acuna both have 2 SSPs. And they each have a hitting one and then a non-hitting one. Ohtani's non-hitting, he's pitching, and Acuna is walking into a dugout. All 4 of these cards are absolutely amazing. They're great images, but the 2 hitting images far outsell the 2 non-hitting images. And in Acuna's case, there's something like 25 more of that vertical hitting image in a PSA 10 than there are of the horizontal where he's carrying his glove off the field. And the hitting image still outsells the other one by 1.7 or something, almost 2 times, which is crazy. So people do really care. And I just want to take a minute and highlight a couple. If you're watching along on a computer, One of Jose Bautista's very best cards, one of his most valuable and in-demand cards, is not a rookie, and it's not even an autograph. It's his 2016 Topps Chrome, a gold refractor recently sold for over $300. And Scotty, if you can pull that up real quick, you'll see exactly why. It's
him getting punched by Ronette Odor.
Okay, it's maybe the second most iconic moment of Jose Bautista's career, just captured in this like beautiful horizontal card.
What year is it?
2016 Topps Chrome.
It's
and
the bat.
The only reason that year. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, he is just throwing his bat to the moon after he homered in the, I want to say it was the LDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, blowing up so we can see it.
Blowing up. But yeah, this is one of his most, this card in like a numbered refractor, it sells for way more than you would expect.
I was trying to find to show this one. This is just a base refractor.
Yeah,
sold for $30.
Yeah, for $30 for a base refractor. Like that's a spectacular baseball card.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I agree, and it's been fun. I want to show you the process I've been doing. Obviously, the Soto Shuffle and Stadium Club Chrome in 2020 is a huge card for Swan.
So, Scotty, real quick before you go through your process, I want to show you the opposite of this.
Show me.
The opposite of that is Paul Blackburn's 2023 Golden Mirror SSP. A few minutes ago, Teapot said, these are the pictures we want to see, not just the players sitting around doing nothing. And boom.
I remember.
That's spectacular for a whole other reason.
That just captures the A's. That's perfect.
The A's, the malaise of the A's, the
malaise of the A's, and there it is.
Yeah, just amazing.
What's the Freddie Freeman where his teeth just look crazy?
Oh,
any Freddie Freeman.
Sorry,
but so Billy Butler again. I'm only going to show this because I know this card exists.
Oh, there you go.
Not Heritage. Look how bad. Like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking?
Heritage just does this though. Like Heritage, they use like old school. If you look at that set from whatever that 1967, like a lot of the pictures are bad of from the original set, and I feel like they just ran with it when they did it. They were just like, well, all those old pictures stunk, so let's just.
That might be an intentional inclusion. That's a great point. But so yeah, I agree. I'm at the point now where if it's not a rookie card, there are some images that transcend second, third, fourth year, fifth year, 6-year status, like the Jose Bautista, like the other cards that we might have, someone celebrating the World Series. All these different things can matter. But I do want to show, if you're a player collector, if you can't afford to buy tons of expensive cards, you can enjoy doing it this way. So let me show you what I do really quick. And if you're on Spotify, I will explain the process so that way you can do this later. But you can go to Getty Images, type in Billy Butler, right? So I'm looking for the 2012 Billy Butler Topps Chrome card, or Bowman Chrome. Here's the Bowman Chrome card. And then you can actually just scroll through. There's actually going to be 516 images, so it's quite a bit. But there's 9 pages. I actually found that exact Bowman Chrome card. Here it is. If you click on it, it will say, Kansas City Royals DH Billy Butler watches his RBI double in the first inning against the Baltimore Orioles at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. So it's cool to see the exact time and what happened. And the great thing now with MLB Film Room, if you actually, since 2016, so with newer players, you can go to MLB Film Room and find that exact moment. You can find it, you can watch it. So like if I wanted to see, maybe Mookie has a card from this home run, I can look up that image, see what the video is. It's kind of like an NFT, but not. And you're able to identify what's going on. And then I do have, here's that Billy Butler. I can also do the same thing here with this Topps Chrome image. There's this Topps Chrome image. It's a cool card. But if you read it, it's actually from a 2-run home run. It's a walk-off home run against the Angels. So that's a cool card. That card means more to me. Versus there are some photos, I didn't pull them up for this exercise, where there's a picture of him swinging and he just flew out. Like, I don't think that's cool. He had a fly out. And so that might not make that card as interesting to me. We can take it one step further. Chris, you were talking about this one. This is a Michael Harris rookie card. This is his true flagship rookie. It's him diving and making a spectacular catch. But the problem is he missed the ball. And you can see he missed the ball. So it might not.
I don't know if you can see it.
So you don't want to collect this card. Here's the whole process of him missing the ball.
God.
That entire thing is happening right there. And so it can be fun to find the image and find the moment.
Does it remove the mystique then? It's going to remove the mystique if you find out it was a bad moment. There's a super sick, there was a super sick Kobe Bryant card of him like doing like an up and under like early in his career, and it's a great photo. And in the game, he actually just like bricked the ball on the bottom of the rim. Like it was such an embarrassing play.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a Mike Trout flagship. It might be 2019 with him scaling the wall to catch a ball. He misses the ball. And so it's the same thing. But here's a Goldschmidt image. Here's the top Bowman staff Sterling. This one might be slightly different, but you get the idea. Here's the Paul Goldschmidt image. Here's the Bowman Chrome that the image is based off of. And we can go on and on and on, but this is a great way. If you don't have all the funds in the world, go back, like look at the cards you care about or cards of a player you care about, find cool moments that are memorable to you, and you can find them through Getty Images and some searching.
Scott, what's the account on Instagram, the photographer? I always forget, the guy who sometimes posts.
From Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island,
Jim,
is that?
Jim, I love
from Long Island.
Jim's a good dude. I've asked him multiple times to hop on my YouTube channel to chat about his process because he's had huge cards. The Mookie Betts update rookie, Jacob deGrom update rookie, tons of Judge rookies, like just so many iconic cards he's taken photos of. I can pull his account up real quick.
Share pop my screen up real quick and I'll show you this. This is kind of another guy who's sort of blown up recently. You guys can see my okay. So he's actually this guy's like blown up, and if you go back, like his videos don't really have very many views, and then all of a sudden he started breaking down like in the cards or in the videos where different players are coming from, and there is some motion to this. There should be, so he's like zooming in. What he's doing in these videos, and you can't hear it, but definitely check out his account, is he's going through and looking at details in the card and then finding, okay, he was wearing this color jersey, this color gloves. Here's where he was swinging or where he was running. Okay, he looks like he's in between first and second because you can see in the background. He'll identify fans to determine like what what jerseys the fans are wearing in the stands, and he kind of goes through. It's like those GeoGuessr people who like figure out where in the world something is, but he's doing it with these cards. And it's pretty cool. So he'll find the exact moment and then kind of figure it out. So.
And is it really TA24 cards? Is that what I'm saying?
TA24 cards. Yeah. Right. Yep. So that's very cool.
That is cool.
That's really cool. Does he not just use like Getty Images, the image library?
He breaks down his thought process in everything and how he's finding them. So maybe he doesn't know that they're available on Getty Images, or it's pretty cool. Just the detective work, he kind of breaks it down. So definitely worth checking. He's only got, I guess, a handful of those videos so far like that, but check it out.
That's really cool. I didn't know that existed. That's great. So I'm going to show Jim's account real quick. He's created iconic hockey and baseball. So I want to go to the beginning of his page when he posted more of the iconic stuff. But there's thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands of cards you care about, Jim took the photo of. So let me share my screen really quick. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. We're almost there.
Cool.
So what he does is you're going to see like this image. This is an iconic image in hockey, I believe. That's his image he took. If we scroll down, the DeGrom rookie, there's his image right here. Same with Wander Franco, unfortunately. Aaron Judge rookie cards. You can go down. Here's a Derek Jeter flagship, I believe, from 2014. Then we have these two dabbing it up in the outfield and so forth. So the Glaber Torres short print. And so I'll keep scrolling down until we find the card I wanted to show. But Jim's a great follow, and I'll go to the top. Here's the Mookie Betts short print, the DeGrom short print rookies. He took both those photos, and you get the idea. So great guy. His actual page is Collector from Long Island. That's who took all these photos. So
nice. Yeah, super cool. I have a question for you, Scott.
Yeah.
Would you rather, if you had to choose, would you rather have a Scotty B influencer card for Topps, or would you rather have Billy Butler inserted into your favorite product for a checklist next year?
Oh, well, the influencer card isn't necessarily what I wake up in the morning for by any stretch. So probably the Billy Butler card, especially if I could hand pick it. if I could, I don't know, man. What set would I put him in? It'd be cool to get like a legend super short print, cool image, and
Top
like
Gilded.
chrome. What's that?
Topps Gilded, right?
Topps Gilded, the best set ever. No Topps Gilded Billy Butler cards, please. But yeah, so I would definitely take putting Billy into circulation again. That'd be awesome. I found the card I wanted to show from Jim.
All right, here we go.
Nice.
It is my favorite card of all time. One of them, at least. Mookie Betts,
Yep.
Topps Update and Topps Chrome Update, flagship rookie. He took that image. So,
yeah.
All right. So that's the first thing I wanted to share. Like, I
cool.
really just changed my tune. If you want to find your own favorite cards image, what it's from, go check it out. If it's after 2016 and it's like an RBI of some kind, you're actually going to have a film room video to watch that moment yourself, which is fun. So,
I just wanted to cite, we were talking about, you mentioned there are cards where like the image, even if it's not a rookie or a second or a third year card, like there are instances like that Batista where the image itself can make the card way more valuable. I think there's just one other example I wanted to give here. I think David Ortiz has a weird card history and that he only has like Fleer and Ultra rookies.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that without a doubt, his best card is out of 2013. He has both a Topps SP and then a super rare Chrome like SSP of him giving that speech at Fenway Park following the marathon bombing. And it's just like, it's easily his most iconic card. It's an image where you can almost like hear his voice when you look at it. And it's awesome. And it's probably the most popular 2013 Topps SP. They aren't crazy rare, but they still go for several $100s anytime they pop up. And they don't pop up very often because a lot of Red Sox fans have these things like squirreled away. The Chrome one you basically never see. I've seen one come up for sale in the last like 3 years. I don't know what the print run is, maybe 20, 30, 40, but that's definitely a card where the image absolutely makes the card.
Didn't you recently get one of those?
I didn't want to sound like I was pimping a card that I owned.
Totally. Brag about that thing.
I do have one of those. It's
so
in a package.
instead of full disclosure.
I'm gonna pull it up to show everybody. That's why I was asking. I want to make sure it's on your page before I do.
Yes, it is on my page
because it is a cool card.
Yeah.
Give me
that
a second.
explains why I remember it.
Yeah, once you see it, I mean,
yeah.
And I got a little bit, I hate to complain about Stadium Club of all things, but they did sort of bastardize the image a little bit. They used a different cropped, different angle of the same.
They did
the speech in, I think, last year's Stadium Club or Stadium Club Chrome, and that really bummed me out. Like, that should just go into the archives and never be used again. You got to keep scrolling down.
There it is with the American flag in the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Am I frozen? My internet being weird?
Mine was. I don't.
Yeah, just for a brief moment. Yeah. So there's a paper version and then there's the Chrome version. Either one is awesome.
Yeah.
But the Chrome one, especially, they faded back the flag a little bit to really kind of focus on him. It's just such a badass card.
So Scott, to the point of finding those video moments, that's something that personally I'd love to see Fanatics actually just lean into, like if they could, right? If they had the moments and they could tie cards, maybe not all cards, but like a certain product, if that was part of an insert set or a specific parallel, like something like that. We like when they have the little, game dated sticker on them to tie out like relic pieces. So tying them to videos would be really cool. The kind of little, I don't know, startup niche grading company, Rare Edition. Are you guys familiar with Rare Edition at all?
A little bit.
They've kind of pivoted. They've done some grading. I know the owner, really nice guy, but they have these slabs that are like deluxe. They're Gorilla Glass, and it's like super, super, super protected. They feel very weighty and nice. It's not like any other grading company. So if you get a chance to check them out, do that. I actually have a signed Juan Soto auto in a Rare Edition slab that I was gifted. But they actually have like what is it, NFC, like in the slab, that if you own it, you can just tie it to a URL. And so you can tie it to like a video link. So that's like one of their, some people would think it's a gimmick, but it's actually pretty cool. So you can just scan it to your phone and it'll like pop up in the video. So you could tie out a card moment like that if you had it in your collection and easily access that video, which is pretty neat.
That would be really cool, and that's a huge step that Topps would have to go to. First of all, tell us what game the uniform was from, and then give us a video of it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Blow up your screen, Scott, so you can see that. Just like make yourself
have a QR code of the moment. Yep. Make it a insert a moment series card. We have a QR code to actually.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, or just a little chip in it, like what's his face said they were going to be doing anyway.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot his name too. All of a sudden,
Ruben,
Michael Rubin.
Too late.
The most important man in sports cards. Yeah. So that's my thoughts, my own change on imagery. I've learned to love it. I think it's great. So
it is.
You guys have converted me slightly. I still prefer rookies. I still rather have that card as an investment. But for more PC cards, the image matters, and it's fun to see. Okay, so the next topic I want to discuss is going to be what sets actually matter. And so the hardest part about this is everybody is asking in the comments, what set should I collect? What set should I actually try to buy to see if they have long-term value? So Chris, Ty, and I actually went into Topps.com, pulled their checklists that had been released and a little bit of 2022, and we kind of ranked them, and we disagreed on a lot of them. We only agreed on about 7 or 8 sets that we think actually matter. Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go over this. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to try to make this larger. And for those, again, that are on Spotify, we will describe what you're seeing. So here is I'm going to make it larger, but here is the actual what we came up to. So everything with an X is basically something we disagreed on. So Topps Dynasty, I think it's like a tier 2 set. Tyler thinks it's a tier 1 set. Chris does not give a royal fudge about this set. And so you can see he didn't even rank it. And then you can see we go down Topps Heritage. Tyler and I both think it's a 1. Chris thinks it's a 2. He thinks it's a tier 2 set in his eyes. So let's go over the tier 1s. Then we'll go over everything else. So the tier 1s we all can agree on is Bowman Baseball, Bowman Chrome Baseball, Topps Baseball Update, Topps Chrome Baseball, Topps Chrome Sapphire, Topps Series 1, Topps Series 2. That's the only stuff we agreed on is important tier 1.
I guess Bowman Draft wasn't on here.
Yeah, Bowman Draft wasn't on the list, but
that was Topps' doing, but because it hasn't been released yet. But Bowman Draft would be here as well.
That would definitely be a 1.
Bowman Chrome. So those are the products. So those are the ones, if you want to try to buy cards that are going to have value, these are what most collectors would agree with. There are other sets. Like I put 3 next to Topps Rip. I like Topps Rip. I think it's fun. I don't think it will ever have value, but if you want a fun product, it's fun. But there's nothing more to it than that.
But 3 was your 3 meant what? Because we were all just like banging this out. But 3 just meant like gimmicky, but you like it, or
no, I like it for no reason, but I did not expect it to ever have value. That's all.
Yeah, okay.
Archives, it's not a fair assessment of archives. It's been around a long time, but I gave it the same 3 designation. Do you guys want to share any thoughts before I go through each of these sets really fast? Or do you want me to do this real fast and then we'll share our thoughts?
Yeah, we can just
go through it really fast. I would say I'll just briefly say there's 7 that we agreed on and add Bowman Draft, so make it 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bowman Chrome. That number is on there. Yeah.
We have Definitive. I gave it a 2. I watched 100 boxes of Definitive open and made a video on it. You'll see it later this week or next week. I like that set. I think it's going to be important. It's, in my opinion, the best high-end set. Chris and Tyler do not care about Definitive.
And I like Definitive. I like it. I think it's a nice product, but I don't. Yeah.
I
might put a 2 on there, but
we're going to add Tyler a 2 in hindsight. Sure. Archives. I'm surprised neither of you said anything about archives, but at the same time, I understand it. It's kind of like one of the main releases that's released every year that doesn't get a ton of love is archives. It's a lot of fun. If you ever want to open a fun product to get decent autograph return, archives is great for not too much money. I'm the only one that said Allen and Ginter, which blows my mind because Allen and Ginter has been around since like 2005 and is a mainstay in the hobby. But I gave it a 2. Ginter fans, Chris and Ty don't like it. Bowman Sapphire, I gave it a 2. Bowman's Best, I gave it a 2. Chris and Tyler didn't even rank Bowman's Best. And then if we scroll up, Tyler gave Topps Tribute a 2. Chris, do you care about Topps Tribute at all?
Not at all.
How about Topps Pristine?
Nope.
Okay. How about Inception with autographs and player-worn patches?
No.
How about Holiday?
Absolutely not.
How about Bowman Inception?
I love Holiday. That's my rip.
That's my jam.
Rip. I love Topps Holiday for no reason.
Isn't that funny how that works?
It's just a holiday, product. I just like it. It's like your Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, I love Topps Update Halloween parallels. But then Bowman Inception Baseball is minor league sticker player worn. Ty likes that too.
I just like
And
the
then-
design of some of the Inception products. I actually
That's
wish
fair.
it was I wish it was a better design, a better built out checklist. I really like the design of Inception for many years. That's the like 2 in me as far as liking it. I don't like sticker autos. I don't like player worn. I don't like that the checklists aren't great or that it's a prospect product. Like, I wish that was all better. I wish they would just use the design of the cards and then do something really cool with it in terms of the product itself.
Tyler is also a basketball collector, so he's used to Panini doing these type of things. It doesn't phase him as much, I'm guessing. Is that true, kind of?
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. We'd look
And
for
then-
the good in products.
And then Tyler also gave a 2 to Gilded Collection. Gilded Collection's sweet, really
It's
great
awesome.
cards. But there's just a sea of high-end stuff, and so I did not give it anything.
I of any new product that has come out, any new product. I think Phil mentioned Gilded last week and said he likes it or thinks highly of it. But of all the new stuff, that's the one I would pick and say, I think I hear nothing but good things from people from, and it's a stellar looking product. It's so nice.
Yeah, they do look good. I don't own any, but I've seen some at shows, and it looks good. But it's just the second year of it. If it sticks around for 5 years, I'll
That's what I said.
change my opinion.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
think it's got some staying power long term, and I think it's been a successful product.
Then Scott and Tyler, we agreed on Bowman Chrome Baseball Sapphire. Chris does not care at all.
It just I don't understand the need. I don't. To me, that's kind of like a pointless product.
That's fair. We're getting to more of the bigger disagreements now because Chris just decided not to vote for anything, which is fine. Chris is very particular, and that's good. That's probably better than what Ty and I are doing. But then we have Topps Heritage. I gave it a 1. Tyler gave it a 1. It's been around for 20 years.
The real one autos get it to a 1 for me.
Same here. The real one autos, the gold chromes, the black chromes. That's why I think. But 2 still good. But this product's important. I think it'll always be an investment quality product for the high-end cards in the set. The dual real one autographs between legends that you can get, rookies, and like there's you have one, Chris, isn't it? Freddie Freeman and Hank Aaron.
Actually, I have 2. I have Freeman and Aaron and Freeman and McGriff. I gave this a 2 because I like Heritage. I'm just not. There's bits of it that I think are fantastic. The real one autos, the black refractors, and the gold refractors. Those 3 things are great, especially the red inks. Like those are fantastic. But there's just a lot of like other stuff that's in there. So
Yeah, there is a lot of other stuff in there.
Yes, I like it, but I don't know how much it really matters yet.
It can be a brutal product to open. It can
Yes.
be absolutely. If you open a case of that product, you are not like. It can be an absolute bloodbath to open that product.
Yes, any product that gives me a fake bat relic of Javier Baez and tells me that's the hit in my hobby box, that makes me highly suspicious of the product, and like I can't fully embrace it.
Do they have fake relics in Heritage? I don't think they do.
I mean, it's a little sliver of wood, and it.
Oh, so you mean fake in the sense that it looks like crap?
Yeah, and like it just says like Javier, but we don't, no specific game or event. So Javier Baez, a guy who can't hit anyway, may have held this bat at some point, possibly just in our offices passing through.
No, it says game use, so that means it was used in the game, even if it has this designation. This
We covered this last week, Chris. Where
you
were
weren't
you?
here, Chris. This
I
is a
wasn't
game
here.
use bat for sure, like
Okay.
MLB, but it definitely isn't exciting. Nothing about this, and that's why you can buy it for $4.95.
And there's probably like let's be realistic. There's like a 5% chance that the bat this sliver came from made contact with the ball.
Well, I would pay more for that if I knew it was from the bat when he chased that ball like into the middle of Kansas on that crazy swing. Do you guys seen that one before?
Yes,
I've seen 50 of those at a Javier Baez.
That's true.
and Tyler
true.
can talk crap on him because he's actually
El
a Tiger
Mago.
fan, so he has a
Yeah.
real reason to. But we also did agree on Stadium Club and Stadium Club Chrome. That's at the bottom for some reason when we sorted this.
Yes.
We all agreed. One thing I want to note: the oldest continuous Topps set, aside from Topps Series 1 and Topps Series 2, is Stadium Club.
Bingo.
So believe it or not. And then we have the next set that Chris does not give a crap about is Topps Finest. That's been around since 1993. It started the whole refractor evolution and the hobby we're in today, but Chris does not care at all.
I care about 1993 Topps Finest.
Okay.
But that says 2023 Topps Finest. I do not care about that.
Oh, okay. What about
And then
2011?
Topps Chrome update. Chris doesn't care, but I get it. It's never. I get it. They're trying to make it a better product now. And then Dynasty, Tyler and I both care, but it doesn't do Chris anything. But I still think if you're going to buy a high-end product, a high-end single Dynasty is probably the way to go, if I had to guess.
It's so nice.
So I think we're in agreement overall on a lot of this, but it's definitely interesting to see people's tastes and preferences. I like Bowman's Best. No one else did. Pristine doesn't do it for me because it's a 2-year-old product, and it's just
It's not actually. They brought it back.
They brought it back, but it was like in the mid-2000s.
That's why I like it. It was in the early 2000s. It was one of the best products of the 2000s. So that's why I like it.
But it's just, to me, another middle of the road, like Tribute, like Tier 1, middle of the road product that is just pumping our eBay listings full of $20 autographs of Hall of Famers. It's just crazy. Just crazy. But these are the ones I would say, and I think we can agree, if you want to stick to it, we're going to put this in the description of the video so you can see our thoughts. But these are the number ones along with Stadium Club and Stadium Club Chrome. And then a lot of number twos that are still good sets. Like Bowman's Best is a good set, usually has decent value. Sapphire is a good set. Ginter's fun.
There's a Chrome Ginter too that wasn't on here.
Yeah, Allen Ginter
Chrome. I actually like Allen Ginter Chrome better.
Really?
Yeah, I like Allen Ginter Chrome.
So, but yeah, that's our thoughts. We wanted to share it. And if you want Chris's social security number, here it is. I put this in here just so that way if someone wants to make some money, feel free. And it's just Chris. So
yeah, I mean, if anything, it's just going to help me. Like more than it's going to hurt me. I've done more damage to that number than anyone else possibly could.
So, all right. But other than that, I think we'll wrap it up. I know we talked about Tom Brady. Maybe we can discuss a different time when Phil's here. He knows the implications of that stuff more than probably I do. I know, Chris, you said you don't really care about that topic too much. Tom Brady cards are pretty cool, in my opinion, but we'll talk about that another time when you have a little bit more time instead of being long-winded. But other than that, any final thoughts from you guys before we end this?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Chris, did you have a thought?
I was just going to say, like, we all gave Stadium Club and Stadium Club Chrome ones because I think we all really love that product. But in terms of like future value and stuff, I don't know if it belongs
in the same tier.
Yeah, with Bowman Chrome, Bowman Draft. Like we know that stuff with the autos is always going to be popular. What I love about Stadium Club, what I think the three of us love, images are great. The autos are like 98% on card. I know some of the Chrome ones and they end up with stickers, which is a bummer. And Stadium Club Chrome is like my favorite release every year. It's just a perfect combination of what I love about sets. But if someone were to ask me what box should I buy where I'm most likely to get a good return on investment, I don't know if I would say Stadium Club or Stadium Club Chrome.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll give you some counterpoints. I think it's a very fun product to open, even though the value proposition is actually pretty bad on it usually, because the secondary market for singles and things just don't, even if you hit a gold minted, even if you hit, photographers, proof, even if you hit some of these cards that are like 1 in 6 cases, they don't really sell for a ton. But the photos, because every photo on the card, if you are a photo enthusiast, it's just like, enjoyable to look at every card that comes through. The other thing I'm going to say, this is something I've had in the back of my mind. So Scott mentioned the lineage, and it goes back to 92. And then on top of it, I think we're at the floor for the brand reputation of Stadium Club. Like, I don't think Stadium Club can deteriorate. I don't think it can go down. So if you're looking at buying sneaky secondary market singles, really nice looking cards, which is a big part of the litmus test for does a card have value long term, is does it look nice a lot of times. With basketball and football coming into the Fanatics portfolio and bringing over collectors now who are starved for good photography. I mean, starved so bad that Panini had to put out a product, what is it called? Photogenic, just to prove that they're capable of actually picking good photos of players. If those fans come over and are enthusiastic, and I can tell you many 90s basketball card collectors are huge Stadium Club fans, and they get really enthusiastic, and it drives the value up of Stadium Club basketball, there could be a ripple effect. There could be. People could start going, oh, wait a minute. I feel like I already hear it every year when Stadium Club comes out. Everybody raves. I love this product. I watch tons of box openings, tons on YouTube, and the comments are always, this is my favorite product. So it's super weird. It's super weird to me that Stadium Club isn't more expensive than it is. I kind of hope it, I don't know, mixed emotions about that. But I do think there's a case that could be made for the floor versus ceiling of the product and the set as a whole long term.
The fact they introduced Stadium Club Chrome hurts the long-term value of Stadium Club, in my opinion, which is good because that's where the short prints are located, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As an outside collector who's not into Stadium Club, that is my view. Is Stadium Club has hurt Stadium Club Chrome because there's random Chrome cards in Stadium Club anyways, but that's good for true collectors like yourself. I think that will put a cap on the product. If it was either just Stadium Club or just Stadium Club Chrome, I think that concern you have is a lot more realistic to transpire.
Yeah, there's something really cool about all the paper autos in Stadium Club, like all those on-card rookie autos, even like the big names, like Ty was saying, like the prices don't really get crazy. So if you got a guy who's in like Topps Chrome Update with a rookie auto and a sticker, or he's in Stadium Club with a rookie auto on card, and the on card is half the price, it just seems like an absolute no-brainer to pick up guys you like, rookies you like on teams you root for, and it's not gonna kill the wallet in the singles market.
I just picked up Corey Seager's rookie image variation from Stadium Club, and I paid $33 for it, and that card is so rare compared to so many of his other cards that have higher pop counts. 1 in 3,075 packs for player odds for that card in it, but I can tell you they're not like selling all the time. So that it's just a candid little, sort of soft smile looking the other way photo. It's nothing too crazy, but it is a rare card. And I was, 2-time MVP, World Series MVP. So cool.
The Stadium Club image variations are awesome. I think, I don't know how often they hit. I think it's maybe one a case, maybe something like that in the hobby box, but they're some of the best images.
Yeah.
And you don't see them. Like they do not come up for sale very often. Yep. I mean, Freddie Freeman has one. I see it about once a year. And if I don't snatch it up right away, it's usually gone within an hour whenever it surfaces.
Yeah, there's a Mookie Betts card I want to buy that I've never seen for sale from Stadium.
The tunnel one?
No, it's the American flag short print.
Oh yeah,
I've never even seen it.
Yeah. Like we know it exists, but we don't see it.
What year is it from?
2018.
Yeah, I think it's 18. Yeah.
But I'm telling the whole internet about it, so that's going to make it even harder.
Welcome to my world, Scott.
I mean, it's in 2013, even though he's not.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I see it. Yeah.
But anyways, I think it's a great place to end. Ty, Chris, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for listening, Spitballin family. And other than that, we will chat with you in the next video.